What is up, guys? Jason Rigby, ABQ Business Podcast. I want to ask you a question today. Let's get right to the point. I'm going to hit you hard today. Are you ready? I'm going to ask you this. When are you going to be great? I'm going to ask you that again. What do you think about this? When are you going to be great? It's going to be tomorrow? In 3 months? 2023? Maybe you have plans. It's like in 2025. I'll be great. Are you going to be great when you qualify for a title? I'm general manager now. I have greatness. Are you going to be great when a group of people or an industry recognizes you and gives you an award, and then there's greatness? Your performance. Susan has been at the best. Her performance is at a high level. She's number one. Number one to who? Number one to your sales team at your little place. Number one to your region. Number one to your district. Number one in the nation. Number one in the world. Greatness. Maybe you say, well, I'm just hoping to be great someday. That word needs to be taken out of the dictionary someday. It's horrific. Absolutely horrific. Or I'll do it tomorrow. All of that. If you think your greatness is going to happen in the future, you'll never be great. It doesn't work that way. You don't become great because you get something. You don't become great because of a recognition. You don't become great because of being famous. Look at this trial we have going on now with Johnny Depp and his ex. And, you know, whether you're pro Johnny or pro, I don't even know, Amber or something like that. I'm not following it that deeply. I did watch a little bit of it. And guess what? They're both not living up to their greatness. It's drug-fueled, alcohol-fueled, ego, anger. I mean, somebody shitting on somebody's bed, however that worked out. Really? That's all drugs. That's not being great. You know what? Whenever you do get an award, whenever it says you're number one, it's a recognition. It's just a recognition. Only you, inside of yourself, know if you're great or not. Only you know that. We've all seen The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. We've all seen his passion and why he become the greatest, I believe. And I know I don't want to get a conversation with you guys about LeBron and you guys sending me social media stuff about how great and sending me stats. I get it. My personal opinion, and I'm biased, is Michael Jordan. When you watch that, you can see greatness and how greatness is formed. It's formed every single day. Why did he get mad at his players all the time? Because they did not want to practice truly at practice. They sloughed around. They didn't really care. They just put in the time. They put in the effort. They got by on their talent. They're the 1%. I made it to the NBA. No one does that. The chances of you making it to the NBA, slim to none. And now you've made it, and you're going to coast on your talent? Many of you are doing that right this moment. You're talented. Maybe you speak well, so you know you can bullshit everybody around you. And you can just coast and do whatever you want and work a few hours a day. And you think you're golden. You think you're great. You think everything is perfect in my life. But guess what? You missed out on being great. Because you settled for mediocrity. There's a great, and whether you believe, you know, in the Bible or whatever, but there's a great scripture in Revelations where God talks about, I would rather you be hot or cold than lukewarm. He said, I want to spew you out of my mouth. Because lukewarm is disgusting. At least when you're cold, you know it. When you're hot and you're on fire, you know it. Being lukewarm, you're just kind of, like that's just hanging out, chilling. That's doing the bare minimum and relying on your talent. And I want to challenge you to understand greatness right this minute. Right now, you can be great. You know how? Daily disciplines, daily things that make you great. It's that accomplishment of one after the other. It's the check mark on the to-do list every single day, checking one after the other, after the other, after the other. And then compound interest, guys. We've all seen compound interest, what it can do if you invest $1,000 when you're 18. By the time you're 65, what does that compound interest do? Every single day, a to-do list, checking shit off, going to the gym, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, doing every single thing that you know that you're doing to be great. And guess what happens? Over time, greatness begins to appear. It begins to emerge out of the water. And next thing you know, there's this beautiful, just rare thing that you possess and only you possess. And everybody is envious of you. People don't understand you. They're confused about you. They don't know what to do with you because normal people don't know how to handle greatness. But you have. You've handled greatness and you came into your purpose. Greatness will always lead you to your purpose because you can't do those daily disciplines if you're not passionate about what you do. So many of you right now need to quit your job. You need to quit what you're doing. You need to quit listening to your mom and your dad and what they're telling you to do. And or maybe a friend or a spouse or a partner, whatever it is. Some of you are working a job that you absolutely hate. Are you going to ever have greatness there? Hell no. You've got to start making the decision. What does that look like? I don't know. Maybe you love horses and that's your thing. Great. Make $24,000 a year and be the best horseshoer or horse trainer or whatever it is that you can be. And guess what's going to happen? You'll make $24,000 for a few years. But if you're great and you're day in and day out dealing with those horses, people begin to recognize it. And money always follows greatness. Always. Tell me somebody that's great, that has greatness, that doesn't have money nowadays. Back in the day, you can give me artists and stuff that died, penniless, and then later they realized their greatness. I get that. The world moves too fast now. We are going so quickly and everything is online. Greatness is recognized. It's celebrated. But few want to put in the work. They don't want to do the things to give them that greatness, that key to unlocking every single thing that they've ever wanted in their life. You want to know your purpose? Physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, be great every single day, and that purpose will arrive. Discipline yourself to do the things that you want, and I guarantee you the clarity in the mind to focus and to show you what you need to accomplish will happen. It's that simple, guys. So I encourage you, and I'm going to ask the question in the beginning. When are you going to be great? When are you going to be great?
Thank you for joining us on the Albuquerque Business Podcast. And thanks to our sponsor, RigbyDigital.com. Make sure to subscribe and share. And go to abqpodcast.com. Get show notes, resources, and links to everything we talked about today to help you navigate your journey as an entrepreneur and business owner.